Alex Walker and Jonathan Walker are two homeless brothers living in a van. Their parents and Alex's wife died in a car crash caused by a truck driver named Donald Harrison while they were on their way to Alex's graduation. One morning, they wake up and get ready for the day. Alex goes to work and Jonathan goes to school. After Alex drops him off, Jonathan meets a girl named Julie. Alex asks about her, and Jonathan tells him they're planning their first date.
That day, Jonathan arrives at school early, before classes open. While he waits outside, a teacher named Mr. Thatcher gives him the key to the classroom and tells him to wait inside. After lectures, Jonathan goes on his date with Julie. She asks when he's going to introduce her to his parents. Jonathan tells her what happened to them, which makes her sad. Just as they're saying goodbye, two boys named Ricky and Jamal show up and start mocking them. When Jonathan confronts them, they pull out guns and offer him a job for money. Jonathan refuses. The couple then parts ways.
A police officer named Carl in this story, who has a wife, Molly, and their little daughter. While they were eating together, Molly mentions a child who brought a gun to school. Carl gets upset and places his gun on the table, telling his daughter never to touch it. When she's older, he'll teach her how to use it safely.
Meanwhile, Alex is at work. His boss gives him a bag to deliver to a certain location. Alex initially refuses, but when his boss shows him the amount of money he can earn, Alex hesitates. He asks for a cigarette and a lighter. After thinking for a moment, he takes 2 cigarettes and the lighter and quits the job. Later, Alex checks their mailbox and discovers an incredible letter. Jonathan has been accepted into Stanford's master's medical program. Alex is overjoyed. As he leaves, a girl named Elizabeth approaches and asks for food or cash. Alex gives her the food he has, talks with her for a while, and realizes she is a broken, struggling girl. He says goodbye and goes to a tailor shop to order a coat for Jonathan. Then he picks Jonathan up. They spend the evening reminiscing about their parents, the food, the games, the talks, and they drink, dance, and enjoy themselves. At night, Alex gives Jonathan the letter. Jonathan is overwhelmed with happiness. They decide to stay at a hotel. Inside their room, they hear a couple next door having loud sex and start laughing. Jonathan takes a shower, and when he comes out, he sees Alex writing in his journal. Alex asks if Jonathan resents living in a van. Jonathan says no, he understands that they can only afford what they have.
Alex goes to take a shower next. Jonathan calls Julie, but he hears her phone ringing in the next room. When he listens closely, he hears a man's voice. Julie is actually in the room with their teacher, Mr. Thatcher. Jonathan tells Alex about it. Alex comforts him by sharing his own painful experience. Their mother used to work as a prostitute. He tells Jonathan not to judge people based on what they do. When Jonathan falls asleep, Alex writes a letter and leaves it unfinished. Meanwhile, the man responsible for their parents' accident is drinking at a bar. When he gets into his car, Alex is hiding in the back seat. Alex shoots him. The next morning, the brothers pick up the coat from the tailor shop. Alex secretly places the letter he wrote into the coat pocket. As they step outside, Alex spots Elizabeth across the street. They wave at each other, but suddenly a white car drives up and kidnaps her. Jonathan and Alex chase after the car while calling the police to report the kidnapping.
The kidnappers are Ray, a white man, and Charles, a black man. They kidnap girls and sell them into prostitution. When Elizabeth screams inside the car, Charles hits her, knocking her unconscious. They stop at a gas station for fuel. Alex and Jonathan also stop there. Ray goes inside the shop. Alex follows him with a gun, but nothing happens, and they continue the chase. A police car begins following the kidnappers. The kidnappers stop their vehicle, and Alex and Jonathan watch from a distance. The police officer is Carl. He approaches the car and warns Ray and Charles about breaking traffic rules. When he asks for their license, Charles suddenly shoots Carl. The kidnappers flee once again, and Alex and Jonathan go after them. They finally arrive at a warehouse. Ray and Charles drag Elizabeth inside and lock her in a room where other kidnapped girls are kept. Alex and Jonathan arrive as well, armed with guns. Alex goes after the kidnappers, while Jonathan searches for the girls. Carl and backup officer arrives at the warehouse shortly afterward. Jonathan manages to find the girls and begins freeing them, trying to lead them to safety. What happens next? To know the rest, you'll have to watch the movie. I don't want to spoil the ending. Please subscribe to the channel. We give updates every day. Like, comment, and share the video. Thank you very much.